practice 14 in the books. Kids had good energy, good juice today. It's hard to practice in shorts and a helmet. I think anytime you do that, all you can do is spread the ball out and throw it around, do a lot of 7-on-7, a lot of perimeter force stuff. Hard to really run the ball and judge anything out there. But excited about G-Day. Got the teams divided up, and I think the kids are motivated and excited. And it should be a great game. At least I expect it to be that way. I want it to be tight. I'm hoping we can get these two quarterbacks in some 2-minute situations.
Can you explain what the general format of G-Day is going to be?
Yeah, it's very similar to what was last year. We'll have a running clock in the first, second quarter, last 4 minutes of each half will be played like a normal game with clock stoppage. We will stop the clock on kicking exchanges, scores, injuries, those kind of things. There'll be a running clock until the last 4 minutes of the half, in which we want the offenses to go 2-minute offense and have to try to score, kind of regardless of what the score is. But that's the format. It's the same as it was last year. It's meant to create high tempo, entertainment, go fast, and get it in line and go for both offenses.
The teams are basically broken up, one's versus ones, two versus twos.
So it's one offense with one defense. They both get a few subs. And then same thing, 2 offense, 2 defense with a few subs. And then special teams, the kicking situation won't be live, but we obviously need to kick as much as possible for our kicking game. So we're going to do that part a little different this year, where we have some units that have to go out there and compete good on good, but we're not going to tackle the returner live.
Will both quarterbacks go with both units? Like for Jake Fromm with 2? How's that going to come?
No, it'll be very similar to last year.
Okay.
I mean, as far as where they go, they'll both go with their respective units, and then Sam may go both ways. He may go with both sides.
Okay.
A little bit of it's going to depend on the score. We want to get Sam in the game. He's done a good job. So he may go 1 series with each. He may go 2 series with one or the other, depending on the score of the game.
Saw that Jeb and Ben weren't at practice today. What's the deal on them, and are you anticipating anybody that may not get to play?
Yeah, their status is still uncertain. They were rehabbing, and don't know if they'll be able to play or not. Don't know if they'll be cleared for the UGA game.
And with the injuries, I suppose this is the first time we get you to publicly comment on the new policy you put out Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, big thing for us is we've got some kids that have been injured at practice. I mean, we all know the situation with their parents. Oh. Reggie's going to come in and comment for us. Some of the parents got upset with the way that we handled the injury, and really more our fault for not putting the policy in place to not allow comments on injuries from a perspective of an injury that happens while they're being misviewing. That's important to keep those kids, that part safe for them. And then the other part is really a big disadvantage in the season for us, for our opponents to know every kid that's injured, every kid that's out, every kid that's not practicing. And when that information gets out to our opponent, it can be a detriment to our team. And I'm trying to protect the team with that information.
When it comes to competitive advantage or disadvantage, would you be in favor of an NFL-like injury report in the SEC?
I think if everybody did it, I think it'd be great. But to say I'm in favor of it or against it, I'm not either way. I just think that obviously puts everybody in the same position. You know, I want to know the same thing about whoever we're playing, just like they know about us. I mean, that's why they do it in the NFL. They do it that way because it makes it a little more parity, even across the board.
So you'd be in favor if the league did it?
Yeah, obviously. You know, I think it makes things fair, but I'm not sitting there saying I want it by any means.
Is there anybody else you're worried about heading into the G-Day in terms of like been held out in terms of
Riley's been able to come back pretty good. He practiced today. We thought that Riley was going to be really close, so we're going to see what he can do. You know, D'Angelo was back out there today, did a good job. We hope he'll be able to go. Isaac Notta's been banged up a little bit, but we think Isaac's going to be able to go. So game time decisions for us will probably be Ben and Jeb that I can think of. I mean, besides Rook One, Trent Nelson.
Do you have the rosters yet, or do you share those rosters?
Yeah, we had the rosters, especially supposed to get, I think, released last night, but should be coming out soon.
Will Miko be entirely on offense for the game?
Yes, he will. And return game.
Return game.
Is Nicole, is he offense at this point?
Right now, Miko is playing offense more than he's playing defense.
Being able to have Riley back, and we weren't sure about before.
Yeah.
How's that feeling? Was that?
I didn't say he's back.
Okay.
We're trying to get him.
Trying to get him back.
Trying to get him back. He got some more. What he's done is he started doing non-contact stuff. and then he was able to do a little more in 7-on-7. We're trying to situational football the guy, because it's really important he doesn't go through all spring without breaking a huddle, hearing a call, knowing what to do. I think that can set you back when you do that. And we need him from a rep standpoint. I mean, he's one of our better wideouts, so we don't want to put him in any risk of injury, more so than there is already. So we'll see what he's able to do. He may only get to play in some of the 7-on-7 stuff we do before.
When it comes to some of the borderline guys, not 100%, are you more willing to hold them out, just so you don't make it worse and then kind of slow down the development?
Well, it's not, to be honest with you, I leave that up to Ryan Corson, because I don't like, when you say borderline guys. I mean, is he clear to play, or is he not? And that's ultimately their call. They have a chance to get better. I don't demean the value of this game and say, oh, if that's the case, then why don't we play it? You know, we hold everybody out, and then it creates a negative for the rest of your team. I've been a part of places that when guys get held out of the scrimmage, it's, well, why is he held out of the scrimmage? You know what I mean? So we obviously make good decisions. We try to structure it so that there's a little less big-time collisions. Your kickoff return, your punt return. But obviously, if there's a guy that's borderline, questionable, then Ron and his staff make the call.
Is Blankenship getting some competition still at kicker?
Yeah, we got a guy out there that stomps out there kicking with him, but to be honest, we've let Rodrigo kick sometimes with the 1s and 2s to give him more reps. Not to the point of wearing him down, because we're not out there kicking that much. But to be honest with you, if we're gonna kick a game-winning field goal with a 2-minute drive, and it's a 52-yarder, I mean, I'm gonna put Rodrigo out there whether it's 1 or 2s, you know, because the other kid has a good leg, he's been consistent, but he just doesn't kick it as far. So I don't know if that answers your question or not.
Will
There's not
he
a lot
kick
of
both ways?
Yes.
in the game? Yeah.
Now, the other kid's gonna kick 2, but if it's a situation I feel like it gives that team the best bet to have Rodrigo, we'll put Rodrigo out there.
How'd you wind up with?
He and the punter will probably do that too, Chip, because we're probably gonna have both those kickers kick on both teams. As a person who always had the first team defense and the second team offense for a career assistant, I felt like I lost a lot of spring games because I had the 2 specialists. So I'm trying to balance that out a little bit and say, if all things are equal, then like last year, I think we have them split, but it may not be